Oh my god, what is this team doing? Shoot the puck, dude! Just shoot it! Bro, the Oilers are not gonna score in this situation, man. Never, ever this is gonna ever happen.
Yeah, let's go, bro, in your goddamn face, buddy. Let's go.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, as today we got another episode of your OGR, as today is Game 7 as the Edmonton Oilers went up against the Winnipeg Jets and won in stunning fashion as the Edmonton Oilers walked away with a 4-3 victory in a very pivotal game for the Edmonton Oilers that have now placed us in 4th place in the North Division, which might be taken back from the Calgary Flames as they played less games. But anyways, we take the 4th spot in the Canadian Division for right now, and we need to continue that, and we need to continue putting up more W's. But let's get into the game. But before we do, I'd like to just say, if you are new to the channel, make sure to slap that subscribe button and hit that like button as well. That'll be very much appreciated. So let's get into talking about this great game of hockey between the Edmonton Oilers and the Winnipeg Jets for the first time in a while. I was actually pretty happy about the game. I do have a lot of complaints that I'm going to be going over. Players that I was not happy about, players who got waived today, players who got taken off the lineups. I'm going to be talking a lot about this Edmonton Oilers team in today's episode, since I kind of skimmed over the last game. In the Toronto episode, I'm going to be going really deep into tonight's episode, because I was watching a couple players as I wasn't live streaming. I was able to kind of analyze a couple players, and when I looked over the highlights again, I was able to notice a couple more things that I wasn't very happy about. So let's just finally get into talking and reviewing the entire game, as Adam Lowry put up the first goal of the game, and this was a goal that I was not happy about. This was on the third line, and we've been seeing, when I was watching over the highlights, a lot of goals were happening against that third line. Kyle Turris would have had a -2 if he didn't get that one goal that he put up on the board. He would have been a -2 throughout this game. So that means he, when he was playing out there, he let up 2 goals, which is not a very good look for yourself. And this play was Adam Larsson and Kyle Turris. Kyle Turris was fading around Adam Lowry and was not strong on his stick. And that is a thing Kyle Turris needs to be as a third line centerman. He needs to be more stronger on his stick, which I can say a lot about Adam Larsson. And this is a guy that I've been very upset about. Sportsnet, I was very upset at you, Sportsnet. First of all, you show me a goddamn highlight field of Taylor Hall comparison to Adam Larsson deal. Do you really think, as a person, do you think I would like to see that as an Edmonton Oilers fan on my Edmonton Oilers broadcast? No. So don't show me that ever again, and don't talk about that Adam Larsson for Taylor Hall deal. It was a retarded trade, and I'm not a big fan of it. Adam Larsson, honestly, he was not the player that I'm expecting him to be. 3 giveaways last night, and honestly, he's really been bad. He has not been a good defenseman, to say the least. He played 14 minutes, which is the lowest out of our entire defensive core. He was weak, and that's honest. Going to be completely honest with you. Evan Bouchard, I think, would be way better than Adam Larsson right now. And the fact of the matter is, we need to get that puck moving. I think we're a very solid team defensively. I think, yes, we have some weaknesses, and we have some players that will turn that puck over, for example, like a Larsson, and some forwards who don't try enough. But I think Evan Bouchard would be a perfect player. I would even play Evan Bouchard over Tyson Barrie right now, as I'm not very happy with Tyson Barrie either. But Adam Larsson on this play, he was able to get the puck but lost the battle multiple times. Adam Larsson is 6'3", 6'4". He's a big-time defenseman. This is a defensive defenseman who's going to be pushing people off the puck, but he can't. He can't. He's a weak motherfucker who doesn't push people off the puck. He's not doing his job of playing a defensive hockey system. We can find a better defensive defenseman better than Adam Larsson, who can actually have some confidence when he's handling that puck, because most of the goals this year has been Adam Larsson who just cannot handle the puck up the boards. And that's why he's getting less minutes. And I think, honestly, Adam Larsson, if we play a seventh D-man kind of lineup, which is what we've been kind of talking about, we're going to kind of get into talking about it later on, but if we go into that 7D formation, I think it'll help Adam Larsson out a lot. You're not going to have to rely on Adam Larsson to be that big guy that's going to go out there and clear the puck for you or generate some offensive opportunities. You could have either Jones and Bouchard playing those big-time situations and play those guys instead of an Adam Larsson, and play Adam Larsson more for your kind of PK sort of deal. I think that's where Adam Larsson fits best, is when you need to have a shutdown game. Adam Larson can bring you that. But when you want him to clear that puck out of the zone, don't ask him to, because he will most definitely turn that puck over. Going into the second period, the Edmonton Oilers had a huge chip on their shoulder, and they certainly did go out there and bang, man. RNH got a huge goal, his third goal of the season, alongside of McDavid and Puljujärvi, who got his second assist of the season. And Puljujärvi was popping on this line alongside of McDavid and Nuge, a line that we all been asking for, and it was a line that we all expected it to be. Puljujärvi was generating a lot of speed, a lot of energy all night long. Finally got 17 minutes of ice time and a decent amount of power play time, which is what I've been asking for, and we've been certainly giving that, and I think they did really good. And then Kyle Turris finally gets his first goal of the year, and I think this period was actually one of the best periods that I've ever seen out of Kyle Turris in a while, especially being acquainted with Neil and Cassian, which I like that line as well, because Tyler Ennis, no offense to you, which is why he got waived today as well, he has not been doing good. Tyler Ennis out there was absolutely pathetic. He was puck watching the entire game. He has nothing on his stat sheet, no shots, no hits, no nothing. He was really lazy on the ice, and I don't know what happened to Tyler Ennis. Either that injury that he had when he was playing against Chicago in the playoffs really messed him up, and he's just not able to play to what he used to, or he's scared of something. I don't know. But Tyler Ennis is just not the same player that I thought he would be, and was definitely not the best player that I thought he would be. Continuing on, we get into the third period, and Nikolai Ehlers gets a goal there on, once again, I think the Adam Larson, and when Kyle Turris was also out there, and I think he was dead tired, but he was playing really sloppy. But also, no, that was actually Tyson Barrie who was out there, who was puck watching. And once again, this team continues to puck watch defensively. Tyson Barrie was following Kyle Turris for some dumb reason. I don't know what Tyson Barrie was really doing in this situation, because as a defenseman, if you see a forward going after your guy, you don't really need to go after that guy. But also, Kyle Turris was not in that position. That's not Kyle Turris's guy. That's Tyson Barrie's guy. And Kyle Turris should have been covered in the spot where Nikolai Ehlers were, and he had a perfect opportunity to pick the corner, and certainly he did, and put up his fourth of the season. And then Blake Wheeler on the power play, as Darnell Nurse took a tripping penalty, which was unfortunate, and Blake Wheeler bounced it right off of Chris Russell, and then went right in the back of the net, and the Winnipeg Jets, they got the lead. And it was a scary moment of time. It was just like, oh my God, this team's going to screw everything up. And then a mad rush from McDavid Draisaitl, and they set up Kailer Yamamoto for his third goal of the season. It was a beautiful, just one touch right in the back of the net. And then with 0.7 seconds left, ladies and gentlemen, Leon Draisaitl ices it with, the 0.7, and puts up his third goal of the season, and it was a great way to finish it off. I was jumping in excitement. This was a win that we needed, and I didn't think we could lose this game. I think we had to get away with at least a point or a W or something, and certainly we did. But this team has to continue playing like how it did in the second period. The third period, we kind of went downhill. Ending of the third period, I thought we did really good. Even in the third period, I thought we played a decent game, but we got to make some lineup changes, and I think Adam Larson got to move. Tyler Ennis got waived today, placed on waivers. We don't know if he got waived or if he got picked up by somebody yet. We will have to see on that, but I think Joakim Nygard will be a better guy to put in the lineup if they are thinking about putting someone up on that third line. But I did like the Neil Turris Cassian lineup. I thought that was actually a line that was able to generate a little bit more offense for the team, and I like that line moving forward. The fourth line has to change up a little bit. Devin Shore, definitely not the greatest guy in the world, was definitely making some turnovers, which is why he only played 7 minutes out on the ice, and kind of the topper gunner guys were getting some more ice time. But I think Adam Larson needs to slot out of the lineup, or we do that seventh defenseman and we have Evan Bouchard, because I really do believe, a lot of Oilers fans do believe, that Evan Bouchard is ready, and I would not mind seeing him in a game against the Winnipeg Jets when we do a 7th D formation, because we really don't play our fourth line anyways. If you take out a guy like a Tyler Ennis, it won't be that big of a deal, and you play Archibald and Shore, you could give them a bit of ice time. They mostly play on the PK anyways. It wouldn't be a bad idea for the Edmonton Oilers moving forward, and I think it will help us out a lot defensively. And giving that experience to Evan Bouchard this year, especially in this season where I think he could use it, I think Evan Bouchard will be a great guy to put in the lineup. And also, shout out to Mika Koskinen. He was absolutely amazing a 921 save percentage, and was an absolute spotlight for the Edmonton Oilers, making some huge saves when we absolutely needed him to be. In other news, Mike Smith, he was returning to skating, but we don't know his timetable yet. He will still probably be a little while before he is game ready, so we're still going to be stuck with Koskinen in the back of the net until Troy Grosek is finishing up his quarantine. So should be a very exciting time. We're going to be having the Edmonton Oilers game happen on Tuesday. Same team once again, and we got to rinse and repeat, boys. That is honestly it. We got to rinse and repeat. We got to go out there absolutely firing. This Winnipeg Jets team is definitely going to look for a bounce back game against us, and we got to play a more shutdown game. Puljujärvi, I got to give him another shout out too. Puljujärvi's been absolutely amazing. I cannot say that enough. Puljujärvi was what I dreamed about when he was drafted. Absolutely. Also, McDavid, shout out to him as well. He put up 3 points and now is one of the top goal scorers in the NHL as well with 10 points. So he's doing absolutely fantastic as well. So I'm really excited about the Edmonton Oilers moving forward. But 2 things we got to improve upon before next game. Special teams, we got to improve on our PK. I feel like we're really missing Riley Seahan this year. Riley Seahan was such a huge guy for our PK last year alongside Josh Archibald, and having Kyle Turris feels a bit different. And Kyle Turris is definitely, I mean, he's a good defensive player, but his analytics is scary as fuck looking at his defensive analytics, and I think he has to continue to improve upon that game throughout the season, which he said he would during the offseason, and I'm hoping he will continue and to stop playing so lazy, and he has to play with a little bit more competitiveness if this team wants to keep that puck out of the back of the net. And we got to do a lot better on our power play. We went 0 for 3 once again on our power play when it seemed like it was really lacking. And we need to perform a bit better on that power play, which I do like Darnell Nurse. I felt like when we had Darnell Nurse out there on that power play, I felt like we were actually generating a bit more momentum than what we were with Tyson Barrie. Tyson Barrie definitely has not been the guy that I thought he would be. So hopefully Darnell Nurse continues to play really well in that power play spot. And also shout out to Darnell Nurse. He's been absolutely fantastic. But I've been rambling on here for too much with you guys. It has been a fun, long episode here for the OGR. Lots of stuff to talk about, lots of stuff to cover. So many players playing good, so many players playing bad. And I hope this team actually finally gets their crap together on Tuesday against the Winnipeg Jets. But for right now, guys, I'm going to end the video here. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Adios, amigos.